what is a 529 plan and what is it actually used for? And the only reason why I'm jumping right out the gate, going
Uh-huh.
straight for the jugular is because, believe it or not, my pops actually brought this up to me today.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh,
um,
wow, really? Oh, wow,
yeah,
good,
he
good,
was
good,
like, "You need to start thinking
good,
about that." So,
good, good dialogue, man. So, like, I mean, so I don't know if the audience knows this, but as I was preparing for this show, like, some of the questions that you guys were asking were really good questions. And when I saw this one, I was like, wow, I come up against this every single day in the field with young families and young people that are trying, plan for education for their loved one, their son, their daughter. And so, a 529 plan works like an IRA Roth where you're putting away tax deferred money for a specific purpose. So in this case, we're talking about education. These are usually state funded plans that are into some type of like mutual fund or some sort. Um, Now, these things are able to be used for education, and even they just changed some of the laws. So you got to do your Googles, but you can use some of this stuff for private school when they get a little bit older as well. For it, if it's specifically for education, it has to be used for education purposes. Now, again, this money is tax deferred, and so if your son or daughter goes to school, you're able to use this money for a certain amount for education purposes to pay for college. Now, the downfall that not a lot of people talk about is that one, this has to be used for educational purposes. So let's say, your
I was
son.
just about to say something about that. What if they don't wanna go to college?
Okay, well, that's the thing. So, like, okay, so if you want to, this money, again, the agreement is initially this money was bid, the sweetener of the deal was that you had to put this money with tax deferred. This is used for educational purposes. Now, the downfall is if you don't go to school or it's not used for educational purposes, there's a tax on it because you're not using it for the said agreement that we had that we had in the beginning of, hey, like, this is going to be used for educational purposes. So there are different strategies that exist to be able to achieve and skin the same cat that you're trying to achieve as far as educational planning.